Alright, what's up, yo? Just got enough coffee for a dreadful, but it's not gonna happen this video. It's gonna be the next one. This, I suppose this match is a good example of a rush. Pulled off well. Playing on Vile Vortis number 11 with all the Mauis around. Moais, how do you call it? No, Maui's the dude from Moana. Moais. But yeah. Since his Kaisaur is protecting midpoint, I gotta send my snowball up top. Decided on Spud here because lobbers they're just always good. Can never go wrong with lobbers. He's protecting that middle point really good, so that leaves me to go for the other one. I think normally I would go Ginsting into Hematic, but in this case I need someone to take the point for me, so I just brought out Razormouth one time. Celtic Dog, name rings a bell to me. I'm not sure if I fought this dude before, but he's pretty high level compared to me. I'm also like a little... Am I sick? I'm not sure if sick's the word, but I'm a little, For some reason I got like a bit of phlegm in my throat, not sure why. Not like sick, like super sick or anything, but still like that for some reason. Anyways, the push begins because he wants to claim midpoint with his Daisy. I claim his Daisy's soul with a drone here. And if he wants to come in and do an AoE my Ginsting, well, half is there for that. I feel like my drone is really underleveled for some reason. And because like almost every single phobia or person that I fight, when they attack my drone, they one-shot it. But when I've gone to like try and take out other people's drones, I realize I'm like a few damage points off, and I'm like, what? Really? It's weird. But yeah, I grouped them all up here to try and set up a nice push. I already have that middle point, but need top and bottom still, so need to make sure I hold my ground good. And of course send out a cupcake, because my Ginsting's pretty low, so after that I'll spank up the Maggie and Daisy gave it. My broski's kinda suffering here. Brings out another lobber. Lobbers are super good, especially in maps like this, and a werewolf. Witnessing the beauty of Cupcake. Generally, I like to save Cupcake's usage for like a phobia that can get 2 good hits with it, and especially if they're AoE hits. But because it's not just a buff, it's also just a healing aspect to it, I'm okay with using it to get 1 hit if that healing brings that phobia back to life, basically, you know what I mean? So that's why I use them there. Why I bring Miss Muffet here? I noticed that in a lot of maps, especially ones with abyss tiles, like the one that they recently fixed, I don't remember what it's called. Evermore Pits? Is it that? No, it's a different one. But that one where they recently opened it up a little. On that map, like previously and right now, I noticed some players like to send out Miss Muffet pretty early, and like, yeah, sure, technically it's good. You can't place any like um ground bound turrets like Ginsting, Spot, Hevo, what you or like really set out any melees to like stand by the abyss. Which like sure has a big influence in terms of like how you position your phobias. But I mean when Miss Muffet comes out, you're not really gonna send those guys out, and if you do, I mean sure you can still play them and just play around how they move and play phobies that can, you know, set up a nice push and make it so that when you push, the Miss Muffet pull doesn't really have much of an effect or much significance. But I what personally, because I mean like the way I play, you know, phobies is very it allows diversity because no my playstyle is my playstyle, but it doesn't make it that doesn't mean someone's playstyle is better than others, you know. I mean, it really is just until you like it depends on the match every single time. It depends on the match because sometimes what a certain playstyle can beat another, sometimes it's the other way around, because at the end of the day it's just the decisions you're making, you know. So each playstyle can make bad decisions. But also crazy push right there. But what I was gonna say with this is that for what works out for me is that I really like to save Miss Muffet for when I'm doing a very huge push, and like the my opponent's phobias are already quite overwhelmed, but the Miss Muffet allows it so that because when your phobias are getting overwhelmed on a push, you want to get the most out of their movement, right? Especially if the opponent owns all the panic points, you want to stand your ground and fight back. You can't just hide because you're giving them more room to set their attacks up better. So I like to bring up Miss Muffet for that, so that if they remain there, especially if they're ranged units, you can pull them in to get even more damage on them and not waste like a turn moving a turret closer, and you can just straight up just get 2 hits in with it. And that's what I like Miss Muffet for. Like right here, Miss Muffet is doing a lot. You saw how it took out that what was it, that werewolf, it took out this tooth fairy, and it's just being a huge threat. Which like now it doesn't matter because he's already kind of screwed. But it allowed me to get to this point where he's screwed, you know. Also got a rare woolly bully usage right here. Really silly phobia, I really like his design. Yeah, and of course Miss Muffet has a good poison too. That's why I love Ash as well. Man, Ash gets some crazy usage. I think one of the next videos or one of the next matches that I'm gonna be recording has an Ash in it, if I'm not mistaken, or one of the next ones. One of the upcoming ones is getting it. Anyways, this is a very nice match because every single phobia that I got out here got like a maximum usage. Half didn't allow Klepto to get good AoEs. Woolly Bully is not allowing the Quagmire to just be the like huge stats. What do you call him? I remember Man in Yellow had a word for the kind of phobia that Quagmire is. Like he's basically just stats, you know. Like yeah, he has the gimmick of healing, which is really nice, but more or less just really good stats, you know. Good health, good damage. But when you remove the damage, he's just good health and heal every now and again. Miss Muffet's being a good threat. Minotaur's getting a lot of AoE damage. Well, self AoE damage. Morty's getting big hits. Like everyone just got. And my mag is still alive somehow. When did I send my mag? Yeah, that was when I brought out the Minotaur, right, man? I suppose that's why this is a good match, because I made the most out of my phobias and didn't really put them in peril. And if any did get in peril, the 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 formation that my enemy's phobias were left in kinda like it left them worse so that they lost more in the end, you know. We had a nice match, and this guy's like much higher level than me, so it felt nice to know that it's not just like, oh, my phobia is overpowering their ones, but there's actual skill going on here. And nice, that was really nice. But yeah, that's about it, yo.